Of Willie Wassel versus 1 and 2 by Robert Burns. Willie Wassel dwelt on Tweed, the spot they called it Lincoln Doddy. Willie was a lobster kid, could stone a glue with anybody. He had a wife, was dour and din. On Tinkling Meiji was her mother, sick a wife as Willie had. I wouldn't gie a button for her. She has Lee, she has Bane, the cat is twa the very colour, 5 rusty teeth, but by a stump, a clapper tongue with Diva Miller, a whisking beard, a butter moo, her nose and chin they fretting either, sick a wife as Willie had, I wouldn't gie a button for her.
Well done, Finlay, and thank you. I'm going to introduce you now to Bella, and she's going to tell you what her poem is, and then she'll recite it.
Sarah, fed up by Janet Paisley. See, my mammy says, eat your dinner, gives me cabbage. See, my granny says, the Wayne won't eat that, leave it hen, gives me chocolate. See, my daddy says, I've got to clear my plate, dinna like that, greasy gravy, this thing called tatties. See, my granda says, the bairn's no got a stump like a coo, gives me licorice, pan drops, chews, ate them all. Feels
And we're going to introduce you now to Nora, you all set, and ready to tell you what her poem is. There we go.
The Dinosaur by L. Griffiths. I want to be a dinosaur and roam around the town. I want to be a muckle beast and gobble your wrath down. I'd have to be a lang neck with big teeth that can chew to eat up all the Scotlands 'cause they taste like iron brew.
And this is Logan. Right, Logan, tell everybody what you're going to do.
My poem is about my wee dog. My wee doggy does lots of tricks. Fetches the paper, brings back sticks. Chases out across to steal the hen's feet. Louds for a guard to steal the hen's feet. Shouts on his hunger, skis a paw. Then he gets a bone to gnaw.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Isla.
The Dinosaur by L. Griffiths. I want to be a dinosaur and roam around the town. I want to be a muckle beast and go be a rat down. I have to have a long neck with big teeth that can chew to eat up all these Scots wings 'cause they taste like iron brew.
This taller. This is Charlie. Now, Charlie's going to do one of Robert Burns' poems, arguably one might say one of his most difficult, but you are going to enjoy this. Right, take me.
An extract from Tam O'Shanter by Robert Burns. When Chapman Billies leave the street and Truthy neighbours meet, as market days are wearing late and folk begin to tap the gate, whilst we sit boozing at the nappy, getting fou and uncle happy. We think not on the lang Scot smiles, the mussie's water slaps and styles that lie between us and our hame, where sits a sulky sullen dame, gathering her brews like a gathering storm, nursing her wrath to keep it warm. This truth fan honest Tam O'Shanter, as he for air, the neck decanter, or dare I know a tune surpasses for honest men and bonny lassies. Oh, Tam, but had you been so wise as take your own wife Kate's advice, she told you we was a scale, a blazer and blustered and drunken bellum, that fee November till October, and market day there wasna sober. The act of milder, with the mother, you sat along as you had sither, that every man could cast a shoe on, the smith and thou got roaring full on, that at the Lord's house, even on Sunday, you drank with Captain Jean till Monday. She prophesied that later soon you would be found deep June and doon, or catch with warlocks in the mac by Alloway's old haunted kirk.
Back want to join in? We're live, apparently. So clap, sing along, stamp your feet, dance if you want. Ye Jacobites by name, lend an ear, lend an ear. Ye Jacobites by name, lend an ear. Ye Jacobites by name, your thoughts I will proclaim, your doctrines I'm on blame. You shall hear, you shall hear. Your doctrines I'm on blame, you shall hear. What is right and what is right, by the law, by the law. What is right and what is right, by the law. What is right and what is right, a short so down the line, a weaker man the strength, for to draw, for to draw. A weaker man the strength, for to draw. Oh, you Jacobites by name, lend an ear, lend an ear. Ye Jacobites by name, lend an ear. Ye Jacobites by name, your thoughts I will proclaim, your doctrines I'm on blame. You shall hear, you shall hear. Your doctrines I'm on blame, you shall hear. Then leave your schemes alone, in the state, in the state. Then leave your schemes alone, in the state. Then leave your schemes alone, adore the rising sun, and leave a man undone to his fate, to his fate. And leave a man undone to his fate. Oh, Jacobites by name, lend an ear, lend an ear. You Jacobites by name, lend an ear. You Jacobites by name, your thoughts I will proclaim, your doctrines I'm on blame. You shall hear, you shall hear. Your doctrines I'm on blame, you shall hear. Thank you, thank you. Bonds was out ploughing a field. He came across a mouse's nest, and his goatman, John Blaine, was going to chase the mouse, run after it with a paddle that was used for cleaning the plough. It's a wee bat sort of thing, a blade, a wooden blade. And Burns said, "No, here, just stop. Stop. What harm has this mouse ever done you?" And he went quiet for the rest of the day, did Burns. And in the evening, he presented him with a poem. He presented John with a poem and said, "What do you think of the mouse now? Wee sleekit cowering timorous beastie. Oh, what a panic's in thy breastie. Thou needna start a wasser hasty wi' bicker and brattle. I'd be laith to run and chase thee wi' murder and pattle. I'm truly sorry man's dominion has broken nature's social union and justifies that ill opinion that makes thee startle at me, thy poor earth-born companion and fellow mortal. I do na whiles, but thou may thieve. What then, poor beastie, thou maun leave a daemon nickering a thrave's a small request. I'll get a blessing with a lave and never miss it. Thy wee bit housey too, and ruin it silly was. The winds are strewing, and Nathan knew to big and you know, foggage green, and bleak December winds ensuing, baith snell and keen. Thou saw the fields laid bare and waste, and weary winter coming fast, and cosy here, beneath the blast thou thocht to dwell, till crash the cruel coulter passed out through thy cell. That wee bit heap o' leaves and stibble has cost thee money a weary nibble, and now there's turned out for all thy trouble, but house and hold, to thaw the winter sleety dribble and Cranrach cold. Ah, Mousie, thou art no thy lane in proving foresight may be fain. The best lame schemes of mice and men are gang after gley, and leave us noch but grief and pain for promised joy. Still, thou art blessed compared with me. The present only toucheth thee, but a backward cast my ear and prospects drear, and forward though I canna see, I guess, and fear. Words that will haunt us forever. Forward I canna see, I guess, and I fear. Of course, Burns was known for his love songs. And here's the most famous one. Oh, my love is like a red, red rose that's newly sprung in June. My love is like a melody that's sweetly played in tune. And fear art thou, my bonny lass, so deep in love am I, and I will love thee still, my dear, till all the sea's gone dry. Till all the sea's gone dry, my dear, and rocks melt with the sun, and I will love thee still, my dear, while the sands of life shall run. And fare thee weel, my only love, and fare thee weel away, and I will come again, my love, for 10,000 miles, and I will come again, my love, for 10,000 miles. Thank you. Right. It's okay, we are getting to him. Going to end up with Tam O'Shanter, but before that, what hear you been say, bra lad? What hear you been say, Branky? What hear you been say, bra lad? Come ye by Killie Cranky, and ye had seen what I had seen. You would never be say Cranky, and ye had been what I had been on the blades of Killie Cranky. I fought at land, I fought at sea, at home I fought my auntie, but I met the devil and Dundee on the blades of Killie Cranky. And ye had been what I had been, you would maybe say Cranky, if ye had seen what I had seen on the blades of Killie Cranky. The board pit's car, Eleanor and Claver's got a clanky, or I had fed an alcohol glad on the blades of Killie Cranky. And ye had been what I had been, you would maybe say Cranky, and ye had seen what I had seen on the blades of Killie Cranky. What hear you been say, brawler? What hear you been say, Branky? What hear you been say, brawler, on the blades of Killie Cranky? on the braes of Keely Cranky. About a man, Tam, travelling from Ayr out to the Brigadoon one night. And based on a real man, Douglas Graham, who used to get drunk and come home to his wife and he's lost all his market money. And apparently, one time people cut off Douglas's mare's tail for a joke, and that's where that part of the story comes from. And so we meet Tam as he's living it up at that certain time of day when Chapman Billies leave the street and drouthy neighbours meet as market days are wearing late and folk begin to attack the gate. Well, we sit boozing at the nappy, getting foo and dunko happy, and think now on the lang Scotch miles, the mosses, water, slaps and styles that lie between us and Durham, where sits our sulky sullen dame, gathering her brews like gathering storm, nursing her wrath to keep it warm. This truth fand on his Tam O'Shanter as he frae Erienich did canter. Oh dear, what ne'er tomb surpasses for honest men and bonny lassies. Ah, Tam had still but been so wise as ta'en thy ain wife Kate's advice. She told thee weel thou was a skellum, a blethering, blustering, drunken blellum. And that frae November to October, merket nicht thou wasna sober. The elder milker with the milder, that sat as long as thou had siller, that every naig was caught a shoe on, the smith and thee got roaring fou on. And at the Lord's house, even on Sunday, thou drank wi' Captain Dean. Till Monday. She prophesied that late or soon there would be fan deep drooned in Doon, or catched wi' warlock in the muck by Alloway's old haunted kirk. Ah, gentle dames, it gars me greet to think how many a counsel sweet, how many a lengthened sage advices the husband for thy wife despises. But to our tale, merket nicht, Tam had got planted uncorrect, fast by an ingle bleezing finely, wi' reeman swats that drank divinely. By his elbow, Suitor Johnny, his ancient trusty drouthy crony. Tam lured him like a very brother. They'd been fou for weeks together. The nicht drive on with sand and clatter, and now the ale was growing better. The landlady and Tam grew gracious with favours, secret, sweet and precious. The suitor told his queerest stories. The landlord's laugh was ready. Chorus! The storm with it, micht rear and rustle. Tam didn't mind the storm a whistle. Care, mad to see a man so happy, e'en drowned himself among the nappy. As bees flee hame with lades o' treasure, the minutes winged their way with pleasure. Kings may be blessed, but Tam was glorious, o'er all the ills o' life victorious. But pleasures are like poppies spread. You seize the flower, its bloom is shed. Or like the snow falls in the river, a moment white, then melts forever. Or like the Borealis race that flitted you can point their place, or like the rainbow's lovely form vanishing amid the storm. Nae man can tether time nor tide. The hour approaches, Tam maun ride. That hour of night's black arts, the key stain, that dreary hour he mounts his beast in, and second night he tacks the road in. Ne'er poor sinner was abroad in. The wind blows with blown its last, the rattling showers rose in the blast, the speedy gleams the darkness swallowed, loud, deep and lang the thunder bellowed, that nicht the child might understand, the deal had business on his hand. Wheel mounted on his grey mare, Meg, a better never lifted leg, Tam's scalper on through dub and mire, despising wind and rain and fire, whilst holding fast his good blue bonnet, whilst crooning o'er some old Scots sonnet, whilst glowering round with prudent cares, lest bogles catch him unawares. Kirk Alloway was drawing nigh, where Gason Hoolit's nightly cry. Now by this time he was crossed the ford, where in the snow the chapman smoored, and past the birks and meikle stane, where Drunken Charlie, Brack's neckbane, and through the winds and by the cairn where hunters fanned the murdered bairn, and near the thorn aboon the well where Mungo's mother hanged herself. Before him down pours all his floods, the Dublin storm roars through the woods, the lightnings flash fae pole to pole, near and more near the thunders roll, when glimmering through the groaning trees, Kirkalloway seemed in a blaze. Through ilka bore the beams were glancing, and loud resounded mirth and dancing. Inspiring bold John Barleycorn, what dangers thou canst make us scorn? With tippenny, we fear nae evil, we Uskabe, we face the devil. The swats they reamed in Tammy's noddle. Fair play, he carried nae deals a boddle, but Maggie stood. Rick's fair astonished, till by a heel and a hand admonished, she ventured forward on the licht. That was the horse. And thou, Tam saw an uncle's sight. Warlocks and witches and a dance. Nae cotillion brent you fae France, but hornpipes, jigs, strathspeys and reels, put life and metal in their heels. A winnock bunker in the east, there sat old Nick in shape of beast, a towsy tyke, black, grim and large. To gie them music was his charge. He screwed the pipes and got them skilled to roof and rafters on to all. Coffins stood round like open presses that showed the deed in their last dresses, and by some devilish cantrip slicht each in their cold hand held a licht, by which heroic Tam was able to note upon the Haley table a murderer's banes and gibbet airns, twa span lang wee unchristened bairns, a thief new cut it frae the rape, with his last gasp his gab did gape, 5 tomahawks with blood red rusted, 5 scimitars with murder crusted, a garter which a babe had strangled, a knife a father's throat had mangled, whom his own son of life bereft, the grey hairs yet stacked to the heft, with mair a horrible an offer, that even to name would be unlawful. 3 lawyers' tongues turned inside out with lies, seemed like a beggar's clout. 3 priests' hearts rotten black as muck, lay stinking vile in every nuck. His Tammy glowered, amazed and curious. The mirth and fun grew fast and furious. The piper loud and louder flew. The dancers quick and quicker flew. They reeled, they set, they crossed, they clicked, till ilka carlin swat, paw, and reek it, and custard durries to the wark, and linket it in a sark. Tam. Had they been queens, all plump and strapping in their teens, their sarks instead of creasy flinen, been snow white 1700 linen. Their breeks of mine, my only pair, the aince were plus a good blue hair. I'd have given them off my hurdies for a blink of the bonny birdies. But withered beldams, old and droll, rig woody hags would spin a foal, louping and flinging in a crummock. I wonder didn't he turn thy stomach? But Tam kent what was what through brawly. There was a winsome wench ran Wally in that night, enlisted in the corps. Lang after kenned on Carrick shore. For money a beast the deed she shot, and perished money a bunny boat. She shook baith meikle corn and bear, and kept the countryside in fear. Her cutty sark o' paisley harn, that while the lassie she had worn, in longitude though sorely scanty, it was her best, and she was vaunty. Ah, little kenned that reverend granny, the sark she coughed for her wee nanny, with 12 pund Scotch. 'Twas all her riches would ever graced a dance o' witches. But here my muse, her wing mon cour, 6 flights are far beyond her power, to sing how Nanny lap and flying, a supple jade she was unstrang, and how Tam stood, all bewitched, a supple jade she was unstrang. Going to get back a wee bit. How Tam stood like him bewitched, and thought his very een enriched. Even Satan glowered and fetched fu fain, and host and blew wi' micht and main. Till's first he caper sign another, Tam tent his reason altogether, and roars out, and roars out. And in an instant all was dark. Scarcely had he Maggie rallied, when out The hellish legion sallied, as bees buzz out with angry fight when plundering herds assail their bike, as open pushes mortal foes, when pop she starts before their nose, as eager runs the market crowd, when catch the thief resounds aloud, so Maggie runs, the witches follow, when money are nailed, it screech and holler, oh, a tam, thou get thou faring, in hell they'll roast thee like a herring, in vain thy fate awaits thy coming, Kate soon will be a woeful woman, now do thy speedy utmost, Meg, and win the keystone of that brig, for there at them now their tail may toss a running stream, they darena cross, but ere the keystone she could make the feint, a tail she had to shake, for now far before the rest, hard upon noble Maggie pressed, and flew at Tam with furious settle, but little was she Maggie's mettle, a spring brought off her maester hail, but left behind her ain grey tail, the carlin clocked her by the rump, and left Pear Maggie scarce a stump. Now, while this tale of truth shall read, ilk man and mother son, take heed. If to drink you're inclined, or the cutty sarts are in your mind, think ye may buy the joys ever dear. Remember, Tam O'Shanter's mare. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen of Mauchline town and beyond, may I present with my ancient scroll, Te a Moose. We sleek at Curin timorous beastie, oh what a panic's in thy breastie. Thy needna start a wassy hasty, wi' bicker and brattle. I would be laith to run and chase ye, wi' murder and pattle. I'm truly sorry man's dominion has broken nature's social union, and justify that ill opinion which makes thee startle at me, thy poor earth-born companion and fellow mortal. That wee bit heap o' leaves and stibble has cost thee mony a weary nibble. Now thou's turned out for thy trouble, but house or hold. To though thy winter sleeted dribble and cranra cold. But Mousie, thou art no thy lane, in proving foresight may be vain. The best laid schemes of mice and men a gang off a gley, and leave us naught but grief and pain for promised joy. Still thou art blessed compared with me, the present only toucheth thee, but och, I backward cast my eye and prospect drear, and forward though I canna see, I guess and fear. Now, I'm sure we can all sympathise with this. Take a toothache.
Oh, my curse upon your venom sting, that shoots my tortured gooms alang, and through my luggies mony a twang with own vengeance, tearing my nerves with bitter pang like racking engines. Oh, down my beard the slavers trickle, I throw the wee stools of the mickle, and round the fire the giglets keckle to see me loup. And raving mad I wish I heckle were other doubt. Oh, when fevers burn, the ragu freezes, Rheumatics nor call it squeezes, our neighbours sympathise to ease us with pity and moan. But they, the hell diseases, they mock our groan. Of all the numerous human duels, ill hearsts, daft bargains, cutty stools, or rugby friends, let animals sad sick to see, the tricks of knaves or fashion fools, the best degree. Where'er that place be priest call hell, where all the notes all misery yell, and ranked plagues or numbers telling dread for all, thou toothache surely bearst the bell among them all. Oh, thou grim mischief-making chill, that gals and also discord squeal, till humankind doth dance the reel and gore a shoe thick. The odd face Scotland's wheel, a townman's toothache. Ah.
Cold was the wind for the east to the west. The drift is driving sairly. See loud and shrill, I hear the blast. I'm sure it's winter fairly. Up in the morning, it's no for me. Up in the morning early. When all the hills are covered with snow, I'm sure it's winter fairly. The birds, they sit chittering in the thorn. I dare they fare but sparely, but langs the night and morn. I'm sure it's winter fairly. Up in the morning, it's no for me. Up in the morning early. When all the hills are covered with snow, I'm sure it's winter fairly.
Now, something serious. I'm hungry. I'm awfully hungry. Anybody else hungry? There we go. So, what can fill? What is the sweetest taste lips can taste? Why not a haggis, ladies and gentlemen? This is addressed to a haggis. Fair fa, your honest, sonsy face, great chieftain of the puddin' race. Aboon them ye tak your place, painch, tripe, and thern. Where are ye worthy of a grace as langs my airm? The groaning trencher there ye fill, your hurdies like a distant hill, your pin would help, amend a mill. In time of need, will throw your pores the dews distill, like amber bead. His knife see rustic labour dight, and cut ye up wi' ready slight, trenching your gushing entrails bright, like on a ditch. And then, oh, what a glorious sight! Warm, reeking, rich. But mark the rustic haggis fed, the trembling earth resounds his tread. Clap in his wally neva blade, he'll make it whistle. And legs and arms and heads will sned like taps a thistle. Ye powers what mak mankind your care, and dish them out with a bill of fare. Old Scotland wants nae skinking wear, but that Jops and Ludges, well, if you wish her a grateful prayer, gie her a haggis.
Impudence protects you silly. I canna say, but you strummed relly or a gauze and lace. Though faith I feel you down with smelly or sick of place. You ugly, creeping plastic. The
detested, shunned by salt and sinner. How dare ye set your foot upon her, so fine a lady? Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Swift in some beggar's hoppet swattle, where ye may creep and sprawl and scrattle. Whether kindred jumping cattle and shoals and nations, where horn, nor bear, nor door unsettle your thick plantations. Now hold you there, you're at a sight below the factory snug and tight. Oh, sorry. What does that say?
Below the factory snug and tight.
Anyway, my faith yet will not be right till you're on it. The topmost tower in height, a Mrs. Bonnet. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm on my way to So the Airstreet Ukulele Plan's been going for 10 years. This is our 10th anniversary this year, so we're going to have a wee party. Anne's going to bake a cake and have it lovely. She didn't know she was baking a cake. So to tell you that the ukuleles, they come in all shapes and sizes. This one's a baritone, and only the best good-looking players get to play one of these.
Is there only one?
Yes. Of course there's only one. This Anne is
A tenor.
a tenor. Fiona.
Tenor.
Oh, another tenor. Fiona.
Tenor.
A tenor and a fiddle and two banjo-lilies in the middle. Thankfully, you're not allowed to play them within the confines of a church. Kenny over there on the U-bass, ukulele bass. Bo. Tenor.
And another tenor.
Oh, for heavens.
What's a tenor?
That's because they're louder. That's what it is. No finesse. What would they do? Oh, right, aye. Another great Burns song, written by Martin Knopfler. Are we ready? Yeah. 1, 2, 4. Because they're all bursting for the toilet, that's what it is. I recognise the age group that's in. 73. Into this bursting, you can just feel free to go, we don't want you. You know what I mean? No dry seat in the house, you know what I'm saying? Another Burns song. start this on a high G, which is up here somewhere. And you there to give us a hand, and that'd be good. Got it? We got it, all right. Good. 1, 2, oh, Bob's singing, Bob's singing. Try Bob. Right there. 1, 2, 6. Before 25 past. Where is it? What number is it? Right. I need a busy. Oh, what's the matter? Well, this one dates in C. Don't be taking notes. No, you're trying. He's trying the one the night before. Does he work? This man hiding at the front is a rookie player extraordinaire. And I've never heard anything like it before in my life. Look at it. James. So this was Robert Burns, Earl Scruggs and the Foggy Mountain Boys that did this one. And there's lots of singing in it for you, right? And we've got a few on it on the fiddle. Funny enough, works for the tax office, but that was. And a couple of banjos. Do you like banjos? Do you like banjos? Are we ready? Ready. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Rolling my sweet baby,
song. It's worse than that. This is your last song. Thank you. Am I going to play it whether you like it or not? Yes? Yes, let's do that so I can play all my movies. There's no point in bringing them if I don't play them, is there? Right, this is for all of you out there who have been in jail. So I reckon about 20%. Nobody ever admits it. 50. It is Mauchline after all, but aye. Well, lots of incomers. And you've got a handy wee jail just up the road anyway, haven't you? Let's have the... Oh, do you like that? Let's hear it again. I hear the train a-coming. It's rolling round the bend. I see the sunshine. I don't know where I'm supposed to be. When time is riding on. But that train keeps rolling on down the track and home. When I was just a baby, my mama told me, son, always be in the fall, no matter where it comes. That's all I'm saying, just in Washington. When I hear the whistle blowing, I hang my head and cry.
This is a wee boy. His mother took him to the kirk for the very first time. Way up in the far north of Scotland, dressed up in his sporran and dirk, wee Sandy McGrime, for the very first time, was ta'en along to the kirk. He gaped at the box kind of pulpit, his moo near as roon as the min, and gripped at his maw as the beadle he saw, a Logan, the minister in. The time came for hearing the sermon, and feared like was wee Sandy's look, as Stour fairly jumped when the minister thumped and pounded his knees on the book. The good man reached out and he shouted, he bellowed and ruffled his hair, he cried and he craved, and he ranted and raved, and he waggled his fist in the air. Wee Sandy was shaken with terror, fair frantic. He looked round about. "Well, mother," says he, "will we all hae to flee if ever that manny gets out?" So, imagine coming to Mauchline on the day of the Holy Fair, and I'm absolutely thrilled to bits to do the Burns poem, The Holy Fair. There was loads of holy fairs all over Scotland in those days, and people would come from all over. Maybe there would be 400 people in the kirk, so there would be maybe 2,000 people there, so they had to erect a big tent outside. 6 or 7 ministers would be given their sermons, the sacraments, Holy Communion would be taken, but as well as the good pious people, there was terrible people, there was footpads, blackguards, there was thieves, vagabonds, ladies of the night, prostitutes, all these kind of folk. And worse than any of these, ScotRail fare dodgers. The swines. Imagine the trains had been running in the days down to Mauchline. There'd probably a lot of less folk that would turn up. But anyway, the Holy Fair. What do you think of that? What? In there. Let's see. What are you used to these things? Right, into that. Adam's Ale. I was over in Pussy and Nancy's having a 0 Guinness, and the folk that were consuming alcohol, it was terrible. The screaming preachers would agree with me, it's absolutely terrible. Drink is the enemy, they were saying. The screaming preachers, drink is the enemy. Then I opened a good book, Matthew chapter 4, verse 16. Love thine enemy. That's true. So here we go. Now, sometimes, I always get kind of a bit mixed up with what I bring out of these cases here. So if I make a mistake, you'll have to forgive me. For a start, that case should be there and that case should be there, but just have to muscle on. Upon a summer Sunday morn, when nature's face is fair, I walked forth to view the corn and snuff the collar air. The rising sun. Bobby McCallum says, how have you not got the Japanese flag in there? How do you mean? The rising sun. Brilliant. Did you hear what happened to the Japanese hanging? There was a nip in the air. The rising sun, our Goston moors, with glorious licht was glinting. Oh, the hares. The hares, no? Ah, there we go. The hares were hurtling down the furs, the laverocks. They were chanting, full sweet that day. The laverocks, they were chanting, full sweet that day. As lightsomely I glowered abroad to see a scene sae gay, 3 hizies early at the road come skelping up the way. Twa had mantles o' doleful black, but yin with liart lining, the third that gaed a wee aback was in the fashion shining, full gay that day. The twa appeared like sisters twin, in feature, form and clays, their visage withered lang and thin, and sour as ony slays. The third come up, hap step and lout, as licht as ony lammy, and wi' a kerchie, loaded stoop, as soon as e'er she saw me, fu' kind that day. We bunnet off, quoth I, sweet lass, I think you seem to ken me. I'm sure I've seen that bonny face, and yet I canna name thee. Quo she, and tax me by the horns. Ye for my sake hae ta'en the feck o' all the 10 commands. A screed some day. My name is Fun, your crony dear, the nearest friend ye hae, and this is superstition here, and that's hypocrisy. I'm going to Mauchline Holy Fair to spend an hour in daffin. Ooh, gin ye'll go there, yon runkle pair, we'll get some famous laughing at them this day. Says I, with all my heart, I'll do it. I'll get my Sunday sark on. I'll meet you on the holy spot. Faith, we's hae fine remarking. Say I get hame at crowdy time, and soon I made me ready, for roads were clad frae side to side, wi' mony a weary body in droves that day. Here somewhere. Here farmers gash. Here farmers gash in riding place get hodden by their cotters. Mind us on Saturday night, George? Get hodden by their cotters. There swankies young in braw-braid cloth are springing out of the gutters. The lassies skelping bare-fit thrang with silks and scarlets. Silks and scarlets. I love you, honey, but you's the wrong colour. With silks and scarlets glitter and sweet milk cheese. It's in there somewhere. Well, it's out the co-op, it must be here. Now, with sweet milk cheese and many a whang, and farrels baked with butter, fu crump that day. When by the plate we set our nose, we'll heap it up with happens. A greedy glower, black bonnet throws, and we maun draw our tuppence. Then in we go to see the show. On every side they're gathering, some carrying dales, some chairs and stools, some are busy blethering, richt loud that day. Here stands a shed to fend the showers and screen our country gentry. There, Racer Jess. You ready for this? Oh. Tip. Racer Jess in 2 or 3 hours. I'm blinking at the entry. That's Spanish for Mauchline. Here sits a row o' tittling jads with heaving breast and bare neck, and there a batch of Wabster lads. Blackguard, there's my cheese there. Blackguard and Frey, come on out for fun this day. There's some are thinking on their sins, and some upon their clays. Yin curse his feet that filed his shin, O Holy Fair. Another sighs and prays. On this hand sits a chosen swatch with screwed up, grace-proud faces. On that a set of chaps at watch, thrang winking on the lassies through chairs that day. Oh, happy is that man and blessed, nae winner that it pride him, whose ain dear lass that he likes best, come clinking down beside him. With arm reposed on the chair back, he sweetly does compose him, which by degrees slips round her neck, and loofs upon her bosom, unkenned that day. Now, soon. Couldn't find. Now, all the congregation hour is silent expectation, for moody spiels the holy door with tidings o' damnation. That's moody with tidings o' damnation. Said Horney, as in ancient days, among sons of God present him, the very sicht o' Moody's face, his ain het hame had sent him, with fricht that day. Hear how he clears the points of faith, with rattling and with thumping. Now meekly calm, now wild and rash, he's stamping and he's jumping. His lengthened chin, his turned up snout, his eldritch squealing gesture. Oh, how they fire the heart devout, like cantharidian plaister on sick a day. But, hark, the tent has changed its voice. There's peace and rest, nae languor. For all the real judges rise, they canna sit for anger. Smith opens out his called harangues on practice and on morals, and aft the godly poor and thrangs, to gie the jars and barrels a lift that day. She had 3 tables up here. To gie the jars and barrels a lift that day. What signifies his barren shine of morals, power and reason? His English style and gestures fine are all clean out o' season. Like Socrates or Antonine or some old pagan heathen, the moral man he does define, but ne'er a word of faith in its richt that day. And good time comes an antelope. No, it can't be right. To a louse, no? To a mouse, no? To a clock, it's a long foil. Holy. And good time comes an antidote. Well, just in case. Oh dear, oh dear. Oh, it's fun. It's fun. Oh. In good time comes an antidote against sick poisoned nostrum, for peoples frae the water fit ascends the holy rostrum. See, up he's got the word o' God, and meek and mim has viewed it, while common sense has ta'en the road, and aff and up the cowgate, fast that day. Wee Miller neist the guard relieves, and orthodoxy rabbles, though in his heart he well believes and thinks it's old wife's fables. But faith, the birkie wants a man's, so cannily he hums them, although his carnal wit and sense, like Hofflin wise, there comes him at times that day. Now, Butt and Ben, the chine shoes fills with Yell Cup commentators. Here's crying out for bakes and gills, and there the pint stout clatters, while thick and thrang, and loud and lang with logic and with scripture, the razor din that in the end is like to breed a rupture o' wrath that day. Please me on drink, it gaes us mair than either school or college. It kindles wit, it wakens leer, it pangs us fu wi' knowledge. Be it whisky gill, or penny wheep, or ony stronger potion, never fails on drinking deep to kittle up our notion by night or day. The lads and lasses blithely bent to mind both soul and body, sit round the table weel content, and steer about the toddy. On this yin's dress and that yin's look, they're making observations, while some are cosy in the nuke and forming assignations to meet someday. But now, dropped a clanger there. But now the Lord's own trumpet touts, till all the hills are raring, and echo back return the shouts. Black Russell isna sparing. Oh. His piercing words, like healing swords, divide the joints and marrow. his talk, o hell, where devils dwell, our very souls does harrow with fright that day. A vast unbottomed, boundless pit, filled full o' low and brimstone, was raging flame and scorching heat would melt the hardest whinstone. The half asleep start up with fear and think they hear it roaring, when presently it does appear. So just some neighbour snoring, asleep that day. 'Twould be our lang a tale to tell, how many stories passed, and how they crowded to the yill when they were all dismissed. How drink gae droon in cogs and cups among the ferns and benches, and cheese and bread frae women's laps was dealt about in lunches and dodged that day. In comes a gauzy gash good wife and sits down by the fire. Shrine draws her kebbuck and her knife. The lasses, they are shire. The old good men about the grace, frae side to side they bother, till someone by his bonnet lays, and gazing it like a terror, full lang that day. Way sucks for him that gets nae lass, or lasses that hae naething. Smawn need has he to say a grace, or melvy his braw clothing. O wives, be mindful once yoursel, how bonny lads ye wanted, and dinna for a kebbuck heel, let lasses be affronted on sic a day. Now clinkum bell. Now clinkum bell. Now clinkum bell. Now clinkum bell, we rattling tow, begin to jow and croon. Some swagger hame the best they do, some wait the afternoon. It slaps the billies halt a blink, till lassies strip their shoon. With faith and hope and love and drink, they're all in famous tune for crack that day. How many hearts this day converts, o sinners and o lasses. Their hearts o stain come nichter gain, as soft as ony flesh is. There's some as full o love divine, there's some as full o brandy. And money jobs this day begin, may end in Hoch Magandhi. Some other day. Thank you. Thank you. I've got a wee story to tell, but it's about 15 minutes long, so I've not got time. There's people coming on right now, is there? You've got 2 minutes. Oh, 2 minutes. Well, give a wee poem. This is a wee. It could be Robert Burns leaving the school and going out to work. It's called The Hofflin, written by W.D. Cocker, one of my favourite poets apart from Burns. The plough men hae loused, their days dark as hour, and hame comes the Hofflin, as hungry as fower. Will Wabbit is he, but he's young and is cheery, and Yancey has suppit, forgets that he's weary. The yet swings ahint him, he's out again roaming, and walks down the glen in the quait o' the gloamin'. His horns and his pooches he aimlessly donners, along where the wee burnie windingly wanders, where the round trees grow, and the brackens are few, and the white tail o' rabbits hap smert for his view. There, the lilt o' a sang puts an end to his rammels. What's this but a young lassie, gathering brambles? A stranger bit lass, new out through the tune, that's easy jaloused by the cut o' her goon. A freen o' wee Kirsty's doon by at the brig, and faith, but she's bonny, and busket fu trig. The Hofflin stones glowering like some muckle stick. It minds it last Sabbath she sat in the kirk. Sae blithely she sings, and she kens na he's near. Then sudden she sees him, and skellochs in fear. The Hofflin is blate, but to quait her alarm, tells her he's serving up by at the farm. He speers gin he'll help her. She doesn't say aye, but she doesn't say no, and he kens that she's shy. Sae blithe to the task the braw Callan he yokes, And the lassie takes heart and laughs fine at his jokes. He poos down the branches, our heich for our horn, and that basket is full ere the daylight has gone. Then he wishes that basket was big as a cart. It's then the bit last when a thorn gets a skirt. And to look for the wound that is half make-believe, he tacks a wee loof in his great muckle knee. They stand close together, but nae thorns to be seen. But he still holds her on, and he keeks in her een. Then a queer stoom goes through him he ne'er felt before, and a tenderness creeps to his very heart's core. There's a hush in the glen where the dusk draws a screen. There are stars in the sky, there's a star in her een. Then she raises her moo, and he kens what is bliss as his lips meet hers in his first lover's kiss. And the Hoffland's a laddie nae mair, he's a man, and it's aye been the same since the world first began. Thank you.
Well, thank you very much, everybody. Everybody here all right? We'll turn it down a bit. No. As the rain starts, I've got more in when the rain starts, definitely. Thank you very much. That was a set of 4/4 marches here. I'm going to crack on with a set of 2/4 marches. You can do a Canadian band dance for these ones. Captain Carswell and a wee tune by Phil Cunningham, and I can't mind the name of it. We'll slow things down a wee bit this time. We'll set a Gaelic waltzes this time. I'd said to my wife there, I haven't prepared on to speak. She says, just play. Oh, thank you, Jim. This one I'm going to play, I think I've played this, and it's just tunes I play every year. I just play the ones I want to play. But this one, I was fortunate enough to play, some of you know, in the Mauchline band for probably 30 years. And the keyboard player in the band there wrote this tune for his late father-in-law. A lovely tune. It's called Alistair Macmillan of Auchinleochin. Thank you. David Gracie wrote that. Forgot to tell you that. David Gracie. Lovely tune. Okay, I wouldn't get away without playing some Mull tunes. So these ones are the Hills of Mull and the Jamie and Amy Henderson. Well, thanks very much, ladies and gentlemen. Time's beat us, so I'm going to play one last one here, wee bit different. This one's called Nelson Mandela's Welcome to the City of Glasgow. It was written by Blair Douglas, who is a founder member of Runrig. A great wee tune. Nelson Mandela's Welcome to the City of Glasgow. Oh.
Just to get yourself sorted. On behalf of the band, thank you very much for inviting us and welcome to our programme for this afternoon. We're going to kick off with what is probably a traditional piece of music as far as brass bands are concerned, because what could be more traditional in a brass band than a march? We're going to start off with the march Sladeburn. Now, having a quick look this morning, this march is probably known by almost every bandsman up and down the country. I don't know if any of them actually need to read the music in order to play it. We play it that often. But actually, I looked into a bit of the history of it. It was composed by William Rimmer, round about the turn of the 20th century, and it was written for and commissioned by the Sladeburn Silver Band, who actually reside in Sladeburn in England. So we're going to give you now, to start our programme off, the march Sladeburn. Thank you very much. Our second piece, sorry, I can't remember everything. Our second, I can't actually read everything. That's better. Our second item on the programme is a piece of music by the Scottish composer Alan Fernie, who's probably amongst brass band world one of the most well-known and prolific Scottish composers, amongst Peter Graham, who's from Alloway area. But we bring to you now a piece of music that was actually originally composed in response to a charitable CD fundraising project, and it was recorded originally by the Black Dyke Band, featured on the CD Into Africa. It was profits were to raise money for music provision in Africa. So we're going to bring you now African Funk. Our next item on the programme brings us through to the silver screen and features the work and music of John Barry, who's quite famous for a lot of film music, particularly things like Dr. No, Diamonds Are Forever and the like. This is potentially, I think, is his first film score, or the theme from his first film score, which he actually won an Academy Award in 1966, and it's a theme from Born Free. Our next piece comes from the stage. We're going to give you probably the most famous song from Les Miserables. We're going to bring you I Dreamed a Dream. Our next piece of music brings us to back to Scotland, really. It's originally featured by two brothers born in Leith. I don't really think I say them anymore, but they went on a long walk, so 500 miles. Before our final piece, on behalf of Dinosaur Band, we'd just like to thank the church and the Holy Fair Committee for inviting us to perform this afternoon. We'd also like to thank yourselves for coming along and having a listen. And the last one, if you want to get moving, we'd like to say, yes sir, I can boogie.
Absolutely tremendous. Ladies and gentlemen, what a way to finish. Finish? Is there one more we can eke out? Oh, there might be. Take it away. Absolutely wonderful. Ladies and gentlemen, a huge Mauchline thank you to the Dinask and Doon Band.